What's up everybody, Kier Gomes here and welcome back. I am really excited for today's episode. Today is actually going to be a follow-up of like a previous version of a deck review that I did. I'll save you guys all of the explanation, but basically the Cactus Desert Casino playing card company sent me a care package and today we are going to be taking a look at it. Now this is a follow-up because I did review the prototype like 6 months ago when the deck was first going to Kickstarter, but it has since been funded and is now fulfilling. They sent me this nice hot care package that I can share with you guys. Before we get started, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is, of course, say thank you to Cactus Playing Cards for sponsoring today's episode. Also, a big shout out to Jaren specifically for sending me so many goodies over the last 6 months. If you guys remember, they sent me the Cactus Casino Playing Cards hat. I recently got a Cactus Desert Casino t-shirt. And yesterday I received a giant box on my doorstep covered in Cactus Playing Cards stickers. I'm not gonna unbox it because I already did, but we will be taking a closer look at the deck and some of the stuff that was included in the package. So let's get into it. First thing that I noticed when I opened the package was a nice handwritten letter from Jaren. I really appreciate when people include a letter, whether it's handwritten or typed up. It's just always a nice personal touch to your package. Next, I got a Cactus Desert Casino sticker sheet. Now mine was a little bit creased, but that's okay. If you guys know me, you know I love stickers. I collect them. I never really know what to do with them, but now I have more. The next thing that was in the box was this awesome clay Cactus Casino poker chip. So you can see it's done in black and white. It has the Cactus Desert Casino logo on one side, and the other has the value of the chip with a little spiral in there and a little stick figure. So this is really cool. I also love poker chips. Some of you guys don't know this, but I do a little bit of coin magic. Not very well, as you can see, but definitely something that I'm always practicing. I can't even hold the chip, and I'm sitting here talking about coin magic. Then, of course, he sent me some playing cards to take a look at. Now, these are all the first edition, the Dusty Blue. But he also sent me a prototype of the V2 Sky Shades playing cards, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit later. So he sent me the decks in the half brick boxes. Now these look really good. They're done in this great dusty blue color, just like the playing cards. The Cactus logo can be found on both sides, and there is no other writing except for the top, which says Cactus Desert Casino. That is the logo that you saw at the beginning of the trailer. And these are what the cards look like. So you can see that the tuck box is done in a really, really minimal casino fashion. I actually really like the way the tuck came out. It's got this nice white border, and then you get some blue that fades into white with a cactus and the Cactus Playing Cards logo. The back design is the back design of the cards, and you can see one side says Saguaro, and the other side says Dusty Blue. There is some ad copy at the bottom, not very much, and the top says compliments of, and you can see it's covered by this amazing blue cactus seal. On the inside of the tongue flaps, you can see a star with some yellow lights coming off of it. This is very reminiscent of the state of Arizona, which is where I live, which is also why I love this deck so much. And you get a 2 of clubs reveal on the inside tongue flaps. This is definitely something that you can use for Magic. So that's everything for the box. Let's take a look at the cards. Whew. These cards feel really thin right away. This is crushed stock by USPCC, so that's something that you guys should definitely be familiar with. The back design looks like this. Really nice back design. Kind of has that OPC Peelers V1 kind of look to it. So it's got this really nice faded dusty blue. The best way that I could describe it in person, it's not baby blue, it's a little bit darker, but it just looks a little bit more pale. It's just very pale. And you get the 2 green cactuses mirrored in the middle and a thin white border. Now there is not much more for me to talk about. This is a very simple casino style deck. By design, that's how it's supposed to be. But in general, I really do love the colors, and being a Arizona resident, I love the saguaro cactus. You might notice that your ace of spades is extremely minimal, but it's for a good reason. It's actually because the ace of clubs is going to be your power ace for this deck. Your ace of clubs looks like this. You get a giant club pip. It's huge. Right there in the middle, it says Cactus Desert Casino under it, and has that green cactus in the middle. So very, again, minimal casino style. Clubs are actually my favorite suit, so I do think it's interesting that you chose to do the clubs as the power ace instead of the spades, and I really like that. You see sometimes like Daniel Madison do that with like the ace of diamonds. I just think it looks really cool. You are gonna get 2 lovely identical jokers. This follows the same casino format that I talk about in all of my casino style reviews. Basically, you want it to say compliments of, and then your casino and your logo. If you're trying to follow a casino format, this really is the best option for a joker. I also like it because you can just leave it in the deck. It looks like it belongs in the deck. So for those of you that take the jokers out of your decks when you get them, I never do, but specifically for something like this, I will definitely keep those in. All right, now as far as ad cards and gaff cards go, you are gonna get one gaff card, and it is a double backer. You can use this for all kinds of cool magic effects. There's tons you can do with it. Control, force. I have a video on 3 ways you can use a double backer, so if you guys are interested, I'll make sure that that pops up somewhere in this video. And the other card that you are going to get is a cut card. So you can use this if you are dealing poker. You basically would put this card on the bottom of the deck, and then that way nobody can see what's on the bottom when you are dealing cards. Now the faces of this deck are completely custom, so you can see on the court cards there is a lot of color customization as well as pip and indice customization, but also they have been made to be a little bit more modern and a little bit more, I think cartoony would be a good word, a little bit more just, it's more realistic, but at the same time it just looks a little bit more simplified down. For example, you can see the Queen of Diamonds that usually looks tired like Elizabeth Moss. You can see here all of our royalty cards are nice and awake, no bags under their eyes, just looks really good. Now as well, your numbered face cards are custom too. You can see that the pips and indices have been swapped to fit more of a casino style aesthetic with those chunkier pips. They're also a little bit more round, and just in general they have a little bit less fineness, which I actually prefer for decks like this, because if you're gonna have a back design that's completely standard in that way, it is cool to have some customization on the faces. You'll also notice things like the indexes on the hearts and diamonds are black. So you can see instead of being all red, they have a black index and then red pips, which I think actually looks really, really nice. Kind of reminds me of the Rocket deck by Illusionist. It was actually a really cool deck by Illusionist, but it had black pips and indices for every suit, even though the hearts and diamonds were red. So it looked a lot like this, and I actually really dig it. Now, handling wise, these cards really feel good. They're printed by the USPCC, which basically means that they're gonna feel better than any other deck. They are crushed, which most cardists prefer, as well as magicians who like to perform with thinner decks. You can tell from the trailer the way that the cards handle, but they spring really easy, they're very soft, they look great in fans, flourishes, all of the above. I find that in my deck reviews, I spend like 5 minutes every video talking about the handling, but almost every single deck, I say almost the same thing. They feel great, they're soft. So I'm gonna save any further descriptions for cards that feel different. These cards feel like any great deck by the USPCC on Crush Stock. So here's what I'm gonna do with the deck that I opened up for this review. I am going to sign the deck. There you go, that is the one that I used for this review, and I will throw in a sealed fresh one. So I'm gonna give these away on my Instagram, so if you guys aren't following me there, make sure you go drop a follow in. If you don't have Instagram and you can't get it, don't worry, there's plenty of other giveaways coming up. So, thank you, Jaren, for sponsoring today's episode. I really do appreciate that, man. I absolutely love the decks. I like the poker chip. I appreciate the letter, and of course, I'm always down with stickers, t-shirts, and hats, so everything you sent me is right up my alley. But of course, I want to know from you guys, what did you think about this deck? Do you love it? Is it not for you? What do you love about it? What do you not like about it? Tell me all of that and more in the comments right now. As well, if you guys want to support this channel, please do let me know by dropping a like on this video and subscribing. You're probably gonna want to enable those notification bells, just saying. All right, I know I don't need to tell you guys all that stuff, but please do it. It definitely helps me continue making these awesome videos. If you guys are interested in picking up the Cactus Desert Casino playing cards for yourself, I will leave a link down in the description where you can grab these. Also, we got all kinds of big stuff coming up. We have some Slow Hands V2 announcements. We have a bunch of other big things coming, so please make sure that you guys are watching very carefully. Hey guys, with all that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.